Hello and welcome back to Tesla News today with the update regarding the improvements of the FSD beta version. We will look into some stats here, GIGA Berlin production, and then we have carriers from China to Europe and more news to cover. So glad to have you back here on my channel. Now, when it comes to the FSD beta version, we do know that over the lifespan of this program, it has been getting better and better, which is no surprise. But what is the goal? The goal is to make it as perfect as possible. And with that, it takes some time. And we do see that here in the blue bar, which is critical overall disengagement. So pretty much saying how many times over a certain amount of miles or kilometers the person has to actually engage or something is happening that is critical or non-critical. And we do want that at some point this entire car is driving itself without engaging at any point and it's working perfectly. Now, if we look into shorter distances, we do see that this is working very well and it is improving. But right now we are at a point where improvements are a bit slowing down, which is normal because we get close to perfection. Now, at some point in the future, we want to drive 600 kilometers or 500 miles to point A to point B. No disengagements or no engagements from a driver perspective, and the car is just driving and doing its job. We have seen a lot of nice footage already online as well from Mars Blog, who was actually very nicely showing that in his video. And he was nicely showing how perfectly the system is already working. Now, again, perfectly is not 100% perfect, but it is on a very good track. For European customers, Chinese customers, it is a very frustrating situation as we don't have any timeline when we will get the system that you guys have here in the US if you are from the States. Now, but the advantage of Tesla is they have been doing this already for quite some time and there's no shortcut for the competition. So I guess Tesla is going to lead, and this is a good way to continue doing so, and they will certainly do that. Now, looking into GIGA Berlin, when it comes to the production, we see something the first time happening since GIGA Berlin is actually producing cars. We do see in Norway, and that is a very good sign for production rate, that the exports are happening now in November much earlier. Compared to May, August, November is the first month where we are seeing already right now close to 900 cars being delivered by the 15th of November. This is something that Tesla has achieved, for example, in August for the entire month, and not even speaking about May, as the production was still very, very low in GIGA Berlin. So again, this is a very good sign. When it comes to the October exports from China, we see 555,000 cars for the Model Y and then 32,000 cars for the Model 3. Keep in mind, please, we have 3 to 4 people that I was aware of that got a trim number like 90 wheels with a size of 19 inches. And we have as well the colors black and white coming from China. So there are just a very small amount of people getting actually trims that you can order in GIGA Berlin. So it might be that GIGA Shanghai is a little bit supporting the production here in GIGA Berlin, and the configurations that you can receive here from GIGA Berlin might as well be in some places coming from China too. So this might be a way to support the delivery times and help out. Now, when it comes to the OPEC, I would like to mention that this could happen here for the lithium production as well when it comes to prices. Argentina, Bolivia, and Chile have actually advanced talks about having a dialogue, and as well Australia could be moving in as the next country. If that is a good case, if that is good for the battery production, the raw materials, if it's good for the entire EV market in the future, that those countries are talking to each other and making maybe price talks. We have to wait for that. We do know what the OPEC is doing from time to time and how it can influence the prices we have in our daily life. Now moving towards the carriers, we have now the Tokyo Car and the Poseidon. Both have a lot of cars for Germany as well on the carriers. Again, just to clarify, this doesn't mean that there are not any cars for other countries. Again, keep in mind that this might not be carriers for the UK. Again, this is just the information that I can give you here. For those who are saying, where do you have these infos from? I got them from people from Tesla. I'm not able to tell you the department and area, but they are legit. These are informations from inside. Now let's move forward and look as well into another case, which is very interesting, especially for European. If you're from the US, you can pretty nicely see here what it means to have hurdles in building solar and wind. Something that, especially in Germany, we always feel that we have a lot of paperwork to do and projects take a lot of time. But sometimes the impression you have is not looking towards other countries. It makes not the situation better, but if you look into onshore wind and if you look into solar, actually Germany is the second fastest or even the fourth fastest in building such projects. When we are living in Germany, we feel like we are the slowest in Europe, but that seems not to be the case. So when it comes to permitting times, in these two sections, it looks like Germany is not as bad. If you're from one of these European countries, please let me know how you feel about that, if you think this is accurate. Again, it comes from the Wind Europe Ember's own analysis. This is the source. I haven't made that up. It's very interesting to see that, especially onshore, is taking a lot of time. I didn't expect that actually to be in Sweden the case, as I was actually thinking that Sweden is moving much faster forward when it comes to such projects. Now we had, for the last news, we had an incident in China when it came to braking and the braking pedal being actually pushed, but nothing happened. Again, we have seen those kind of stories before. I don't want to say it is wrong what the person is saying, but we have to be very careful because Tesla is already working with local authorities together to kind of get an idea what's going on there, and is helping to clarify what the mistake could have been. Again, it was a pretty brutal crash. I'm not showing you any images here, actually hitting people as well. So again, we have to wait for final conclusion. If you need anything for your Tesla, do check out Tesla Supply, and I do wish you a wonderful day.